Hi guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Horizon Zero Dawn. So last time we finished getting the trophies we needed to be accepted into the Hunter's Lodge in Meridian, which is where we are now, as you can see. Arceus was still reluctant to allow us to join, but he wasn't given a lot of choice. And then we spoke to Talannah, who is now our Hawk, is it? We're her Thrush, I believe. And she's accepted a contract that Arceus refused, which involves defending a village against some machines that are attacking. If we go to quests, I can probably say this. This probably explains it a lot better than I did. Talannah has accepted a Hunter's Lodge contract that Arceus refused, helping a village under constant attack from machines. What could be causing the onslaught? There we go. So we've got to go to Lone Light and meet Talannah there. Lone Light is all the way up here, but we have unlocked a campfire next to it, so that is what we're going to do. I assume that this Hunter's Lodge mission will eventually, well, I don't say, I assume, eventually this Hunter's Lodge mission will have us fighting the fabled Redmaw. Oh, what's the name of the machine? Thunderjaw, there we go. The fearsome Thunderjaw that has been killing members of the Hunter's Lodge for so long. I'm not sure how far away that is though, but I know it's going to happen sooner or later. Okay, and here we are at Lone Light. What is... Ooh,
about time you showed up. More Glinthawks incoming.
Glinthawks, okay. Let's have a look. This is them there. Fire, tear, all. I think fire's probably the way to go. One. There they are, see them up over there. Or is that the... Oh no, that looks like a Stormhawk in the distance actually. What is that?
Now's my chance.
Ah, damn, it landed up there, I can't get to it. Oh, crap. Yes. Damn it. Okay, that one's down. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Gotcha. One more water, do it. That's two down, one to go.
More coming.
Really? You missed. Hang on a second. Strategic retreat. Right. Oh, got a data thing in there. Must have read that. Oh, damn it. I've run out of blaze. Okay. Yes. You weren't thinking of flying away then, were you? Get down. What? How? How are you? Gotcha. Is that it?
If we must die, die with honor.
Nope, apparently not. Oh. Gotcha. Whew, that was a battle and a half. One up there I can't loot. At least I don't think I can. I suppose there's any handy ladder to get me up there, is there? No, it doesn't look like it. Oh well. Did it?
That seems to have taken care of them.
But more always come. The soldiers at Morning's Watch don't even bother to fight them anymore.
Seems like they're coming from upriver. I could track them back to the source, but if more come here...
I'll watch the village. You go ahead.
I thought you wanted to do this together.
You don't need me to hold your hand.
Okay. Fair enough. And for the record, it sounds like you are doing it together. You are working together as a team. Before I do... Where did I see that? There it is. The Banuk. A Guide to Banu and the Banuk by the well-travelled Aram. Ah, the sun shines golden on these times, where one can experience the whole world without leaving the streets of Meridian, for the gates are thrown open and the world comes to us. And yet, as I walked among the markets, I heard a question on the air again. What to make of the Banuk, these stoic, silent northern hunters, these men and women of the ice? Unfortunately for my investigations, Banuk outlanders seldom remain in Meridian long enough for exhaustive study. It is believed their cold blood does not take well to the heat. If I was to seek this knowledge, I would have to undergo the ordeal of taking up travel pack and quill and journeying to their homeland. And so it came to be that I spent a miserable time living among the Banuk in frigid Banu. Though the Banuk speak of their territory in reverent tones, put plainly, it is the most uncomfortable place in the world. There is beauty, soaring glaciers of jewelled hues, billows of steam that erupt from the earth, whirling auroras in the sky above. Yes, yes, but the novelty quickly passes and the bone-freezing chill remains. It is a country of the moon, for in the day the sun is reduced to a needle's eye through the grey, and in the night the moon rises 4 times the width. There is no welcome, not in the land nor from its people. Though I lived among one of the Werricks, something like a group of families, but without the civility of a noble house, each member must prove that they possess the will to survive alone. They seek to always be challenged, whether at the jaws of a machine or simply in their daily existence. I try to explain my position, that a Karja faces a challenge, devises a solution, and then with the challenge overcome can live in contentment. This concept horrified them. It was made clear that when I expected to sleep, I must dig out my own hollow in the snow for my tent. When I expected to eat, I must hunt food myself. I hid my disappointment. After all, I had participated in a hunting trial or 2 in my time, and accepted. On the 3rd morning, I was able to bring down a rabbit, much like those seen in the plains, but with a downy snow coat. Upon presenting my prize to the Werrick, I received only blank stares, until one indicated I must skin and prepare it. Reader, I will spare you the details. The experience nearly changed me to eat only maize bread furthermore. I had barely finished my gory portion before the Banuk set off on a machine hunt with their shaman, a man with machine bindings sewn into his very skin, perhaps another challenge to decency. He claimed to sense the machine spirits close by, and sure enough, the hunters and I followed tracks in the snow to a grazer herd. The Banuk made short work of them with their spears, and struck with a curious desire to prove myself, I threw myself into stripping a fallen machine for parts. Instead of praise for my initiative, I was subjected to a shaman's cursing and wailing, and hauled back to camp by a sullen hunter. Eventually she explained that the machine spirits must be thankful for the gift of a successful hunt before any parts are harvested. Truly, I was despairing of the shifting wiles of Banuk culture, and longed for the certainty of the sun's guidance. That night, mercifully my last, my companions and another Werrick gathered under a pitiless clear sky to exchange songs, their way of recording history. Some understand the glyphs, but chose not to use them, asking, "What is a song without voices?" By this point, I knew better than to answer. My deeds warranted a whole verse in the song of my companions, but from what I could make out, much was lost in the translation. Still, there was laughter enough, and many promised to leave me a Banuk farewell mark for our time together. I parted ways with the Werrick not far from the High Bloom, and set about climbing back down to Dawn's Sentinel, and with it some blessed civilization. As for the farewell marks, I saw no such thing when I packed my wetly frozen belongings. Another Banuk mystery perhaps, and my advice to you, dear reader, is to let these people keep their mysteries to themselves. Doesn't sound like he had a particularly good time there, does it? Before we leave, let's quickly investigate the other two buildings. Two buildings? Three buildings. Okay, this one doesn't have a door. Can't begin to point out the flaw in that scheme. What have we got here? Okay, this one has a door that doesn't open. This is another one. Oh, wait, what's that? Eyes? Ooh, I don't even want to know. Nope, doesn't open. Okay. One more to go. Ah. What do we have here? The Old Ones. Myths of the Old Ones. Any Karja devout knows that the truth of the Old Ones is laid out plainly in the Articles of the Sun Faith. A twilight time came upon them, as is the cycle of things, followed by a long night, and finally our ancestors' birth in the new dawn. Since that dawn, Karja history has been writ in the path of the sun, not the faded glories of those who came so long before us. Even the leaves of the Old One found by Araman are long since cracked and fallen to dust. Nevertheless, collected here for study are the colourful beliefs of the Old Ones, held by other tribes, which may offer a small insight into those tribes' primitive views of the world. The Oseram, as might be expected, view the workings of the world as a device, one where all things behave according to mechanical rigidity and not the sun's divine rhythms. The movement of the tribes, of the seasons, even the stars at night, all are accounted for by this interlocking and complicated mechanism. The Old Ones were the caretakers of this great machine, but they neglected their duty to maintain it. The world machine thus fell into disrepair, and the civilization of the Old Ones collapsed with it. Now the Oseram use their myth to berate the other tribes as negligent, and to hammer upon their own importance. How convenient that their tinkers and metal workers alone might learn this mechanism's secrets and improve upon it with their ingenuity. An even more fanciful tale of censure comes from the Nora barbarians. They believe that the Old Ones turned away from the teachings of the Nora's female god, the All-Mother, and eloped with the machines to build their mighty cities. Having failed to tempt the Nora to join them, the machines rallied under a great metal devil and attacked the All-Mother. In her vengeance, she stripped the machines of their wisdom, reducing them to the simple metal beasts we see today. Without the assistance of the machines, the Old Ones were left to wander as exiles, never permitted to return to the isolation of the Nora and their strange feminine rites. From the survivors of this so-called punishment grew the other tribes, and this is why the Nora showed distrust to all outside their borders, for we are descended from the faithless and do not shun the trappings of the ancient world. Surprisingly, it is the Banuk whose beliefs is most similar to our own, though their mythology is bizarre in many other ways. They believe the Old Ones grew complacent, thinking there was no challenge they could not overcome, and in their pride were undone. Hence, the Banuk gave them no more attention than any other tribe defeated by the harshness of Banuk land. In fact, many Banuk hunters point to the absence of ruins in Ban-Ur as a sign that the Old Ones were never strong enough to endure its challenges. They claim that only the machines and the Banuk have ever roamed there, and so they have nothing to learn from the ancients. The distant Utaru, however, believe that the Old Ones are still with them at all times. In Utaru ritual, those who die are returned to the soil, nourishing the land, and living on through new growth. As long as the dead are remembered, they will contribute to the harvest and make them bountiful. Utaru see the richness of their territory, playing song as evidence of this unique and disturbing cycle. Finally, as there are few living scholars of the Talannah, we are regrettably denied any insight from that tribe. From what is known though, it seems they have little concept of a wider history at all. But of course this is what elevates a scholar of Meridian from a bloodthirsty raider. To be aware of all the sun's light touches, however strange and unlikely the tales. To be aware of all the sun's touches, however strange and unlikely the tales. There we go, that's better. So we haven't met the Utaru or the Talannah. Don't know if we come across them in this game at all. Interesting. Right, so let's find the cause of the Glinthawk attacks. Have I been up here? No, I have not. What was that? Okay, I can't see anything. There's definitely something out there though. Oh, I don't want to be dropping down there if I can avoid it. There it is. Do you hear that? Why do I get the distressing feeling I'm walking towards whatever it is that's making that noise? Steady. Thank you, don't mind if I do. Oh, look what we got here. The dust of many crumbled cities settles over us like a forgetful doze, but we are older than those cities. We begin as a mineral, we emerged into plant life, and into the animal state, and then into being human. And always we have forgotten our former states, except in early spring when we slightly recall being green again. I like that. Which way am I going? This way. I can hear something thumping. Let's have a look at the map. Is there anything nearby? That's a thunderjaw. Maybe that's what I can hear, but thankfully I'm heading away from it. Wait, stop. More Glinthawks. Okay, well I've run out of blaze, so I might want to That one's got 95 tear. That's got 152. They're quite good. I can only see the one, but you know there's going to be more.
More Glinthawks.
There's two. Kill the Glinthawks. Oh, right, I'm actually going to actively have to do this, am I? There's no way these guys are going to allow me to sneak up on them, is there?
They know where I am.
Well, yep. Definitely not going to let me sneak away with this. And they're not, that's not working very well either. Let's try these ones. Where are you? You know what, guys? This would be made a lot easier if you stop moving. That did not help. Damn it. Gotcha. You missed that time. I'm not sure how I managed to freeze him. But I'm not going to knock it. Maybe I'll hit his
carcasses everywhere. No wonder the Glinthawks were drawn here.
I must have hit his central freeze container or whatever, his vulnerable spot. Oh, this is a Snapmaw carcass, isn't it? Looks like. Investigate the area.
Those blinds up there concentrate fire on a target. Makes it impossible to fight back. It's a cheat, and a wasteful one too.
How do I get up there? Ah. Ask and ye shall receive. Oops.
If I can't find something, maybe my focus can.
Okay, fine. We'll use the focus. I was just exploring.
Amateurs will leave easy tracks to follow.
If you're going to get snippy about it, I'll use the focus and speed things up, okay? Oh, careful. Oh, tracks are down there. Okay. Oh God, we're climbing higher.
These must be the Snapmaw hunters. I'm here on behalf of the nearby village. Seems your kill zone is creating a Glinthawk problem for them.
Yeah, well, they're not the only people with problems. If we don't get enough Snapmaw hearts to pay off a loan, we lose everything.
I don't follow.
I borrowed shards to buy seeds. The harvest went bust, and now they're coming for the debt. We could lose the farm, our home.
I'm sorry about that, but Glinthawks are attacking people because of what you're doing here.
Not my problem. None of us are leaving until I get what I came for.
None of us?
You didn't think it was just us two, did you?
Okay. Let's see if we can compromise here.
No one wins if we fight. Surely we can reach a compromise somewhere short of death?
We've been harvesting Snapmaw hearts for days. I only need one more, and then I can settle my debt and save our home.
If I get the last heart, do you promise to stay away?
It's a good deal. Yabasha took a hard hit with that last one.
Okay, fine. We need the shards.
I'll do this for you once, and once only. Stay here till I get back.
Okay. Looks like we're hunting Snapmaws now. Although I assume I'm only going to have to kill the one. And hopefully I'll automatically get a heart out of it. Nothing else here? Okay. Go back the way we came because we know where the Snapmaws are. I believe I saw some just up there. Yeah, a whole load of them. Okay, let's just refresh our memory and have a look here. Let's see, the Snapmaws, where are they? There. Fire and tear, as per usual. We have to rely on the tear side of things rather than the fire this time around. Oh wait, that's not a Snapmaw, that's a... There's a Snapmaw. The rest of them are broadheads, we don't want to get involved with them. Which means I'm going to have to draw this guy away. I wonder if I can... Hello, mate. Got your attention yet? Oh, I'd say so. Oh, no, I only want one of them. Got me that time. Yes. That actually worked out pretty well, really, all things considered. Oh, damn it, spoke too soon. His mate's got the up now. Go on, fire that again. I dare you to fire that again. Damn it, I'm too close. Oh, whoa. Way too close. Gotcha. Now you broadheads just stay away while I loot these guys, okay?
Got it. Now to bring this back to those hunters.
Don't mind me, I'm just gathering some healing herbs. Don't mean you any harm, I think that's enough for now.
Keep that for later.
Now what did I knock off here? Blaze, fantastic. Oops. Stuck on a rock there. Very smooth. Yeah, this is definitely the right way. There, I killed 2 of them. Happy now?
There, the heart you need. Now what about your promise?
A deal's a deal. And now I can pay off my debt. We won't be back.
Good. Keep it that way.
Aloy.
Hey, Talannah, where'd you come from?
Congratulations are in order. I wanted to make sure you could handle yourself.
You were watching the whole time?
Of course. Tarkus, may the sunlight is passing, taught me many things. First of which was, a hawk never abandons their thrush.
Wait. Are you saying...
I'd like to sponsor you for membership. What do you say to hunting machines, winning trophies, and unseating Assis?
I'm in. I'll meet you back at the lodge as soon as I'm able.
Excellent. We are in the Hunter's Lodge. Woohoo! Return to the Hunter's Lodge is next. Well, alrighty then.